Welcome to SimCity Population Explosion, a series that will walk you through the fastest way to reach the 1 million population milestone. I've completed this task many times before, but this will be the first attempt since Update 7, so let's get started. I'm going to pick the Viridian Woods region and give it a name that's fitting, like Pop Explosion. We'll make it a private region. And I'm going to select a landform that actually has two entrances that is kind of, rounded, which is not good for high population, but I'm going to show that you can actually change that. So let's get into the city and get started. It's going to be a simple grid system all the way. It's the best way to build high population. There'll be parts of this series that will be kind of slow and boring, but you're going to have a lot of good tips in it. But I will have a little bit of time lapse through the series. I like to do, I think the wind blows here right to left. Oh no, I was wrong. It blows the other way, but that's okay. So what I want to do is go upwind to start building my roads. And always use dirt roads. The reason I do that is because I could use price to judge the tightest placement. I use $820. That'll fit 4 buildings. And sometimes it's tough. Zooming in sometimes helps. You can fit 4 buildings long way this way. It doesn't have to be exact. There I'm at 821, that's only $1 off. And then going this other way, I go 436 minimum, but sometimes I go a little bit more, maybe 438. But we're in this corner here where it's really flat, so 436, the minimum is fine. I'll click the square tool. We'll just do that again. $821. Yeah, it's a tedious task trying to get exactly right. We don't have to go all the way across yet. We want to get close to the main entrance as possible so we can go ahead and start zoning. Because we are trying to do this quickly. And when I say quickly, it still doesn't take a few hours. And as you look, you can see indentations on the land, and that kind of lets you know that there's a little bit of an incline, and you want to go a little bit further when you're going back to back, simply because you want to make sure that the buildings will fit back to back. So we're close enough, and we'll just connect. And now we can start zoning. Then we'll go back to building roads. What I would do is I like to take your commercial and paint that first, and only 2 to 3 spots at a time, and I like to spread them out. It kind of lets the residents or the residential don't have to walk as far to their commercial. And there's no exact placement of them. I just kind of randomly put them here and there. Because as your density grows, your buildings will actually change, and you adjust your zoning later. And as you'll notice, if I click on the end of it and hold the control down, it'll fill up the rest of it. Just like if I hit the control, it'll fill up the whole block, but I don't want to fill up the whole block. And there's a reason for it. And I'll tell you that in just a second. Let me lay this one down. If you look at this, there's no zoning on these roads here, which I consider throughways. Kind of like you do an avenue would be a throughway. So cars will go in and out of the buildings on these streets here, but not north and south. I'm going to keep it at turtle speed until I actually hook up some power and water. Actually, we might as well just put a commercial over there. Power can be anywhere, but I'm just going to set it up over here somewhere. Oops. And also got to find out where water is best. We could just put water here by the main entrance. Perfect. We can take sewer and just put it over here. Because as soon as we can, we're going to have the sewage treatment plant and we'll just bulldoze that. And since we have that, we can actually go to cheetah speed and just hurry this up. Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened there. It just kind of like deselected itself. A kind of a waste of money. Don't like to waste money in the beginning. Definitely in the beginning. Yeah, because there's extra space there, I can actually go all the way down. Better yet, we could actually make a avenue through here. And just to make sure there's enough room. Let me see. We want to just make a little extra space there. Not sure exactly how much to price it there, but that's okay. I think that'll work. Ideally, if I had thought of that, I would have put it right through the middle, but it's okay. So that's going to be well over 820, but we will survive. Oops. As you can tell, this goes by pretty quickly once you have your first roads set up. You want to keep an eye on your money as well, because you don't want to spend it all on roads and find out, oh wow, I'm broke. City Hall, we need to go ahead and put that down, and we will move that soon, so we can just put it over here somewhere. Reason we're putting City Hall is because we want to raise the taxes and make more money. Find that 12% is perfect amount to gain a lot of money without people complaining and moving out. So let's go ahead and build some more commercial. As you can tell, I'm not actually spacing these out just perfect. And I'll even miss some rows like there. Oops, don't want to have them too close to the other ones. Well, we don't want to name it, so we'll say no thanks. We'll just keep it the same. Oh, and actually, I like to take the roads and just continue them out. I'll put colleges in the corners. Also, you want to keep an eye on first health is the one that I see that happens most. So you want to keep a look for the deaths, and when they reach between 3 and 5, it's time to put a clinic. You don't want to put them sooner because you're spending money for it. Why spend money if you don't really need it? But you don't want to wait too late either, because if you wait too long, too many deaths, and once you put the clinic, you'll have to add extra patient rooms and ambulances, which will quickly add up more than what you would have spent if you would have added it early. We don't want to go all the way to the end because the roads will go, well, actually, you know what? We'll just put the road right through the house. And I hope you can see the benefits of having no houses or any zoning right on the edge. It does help a lot with traffic later on. I mean, as you'll see, there'll still be a lot of traffic later on, but it's controllable. What's up? There's many things you could do with your zoning. Sometimes, many times, I've actually put all residential in the middle and put the commercial on the edges of the map. It works just as well. Let's check on health, police, and trash. I always wait till probably 800, 900 garbage cans a day needs to be collected. And actually, I can go ahead and extend that avenue there. I'd like to do it here in the middle instead, but I guess I could, but I'd kind of be guessing since I didn't really measure it out. That's okay. Oops, I don't want to make a square. Okay, let's do a little bit more measuring. And the farther you're zoomed out, the harder it is to kind of get the figures you want. Remember, 436 is the minimum, but when there's a possibility for a little slope, you want to go $1 or $2 more. $1 more that time. Oops, gotta have the square tool. I gotta hurry up and go to this end so I can add industrial before they complain. Oops, I was at 438 and just barely moved it. And we'll stay at 437. In an industrial, you actually want to go probably more like 440 because high density industrial takes up more space. But then again, maybe it's not a good idea to go too big with industrial because they abandon a lot quicker. Actually, I'm gonna do that a little bit. Go maybe 440. 443 would be good. Oops. Make sure that's not on a diagonal. Ooh, 10,000 residents. By that time, I bet you, yep, 5 deaths. So I need to hurry up and add a hospital. Or a clinic, not a hospital. Let's put the clinic near the center. And we may, no crimes yet. Garbage still down. And plus it's at 8:30 at night. You only want to put your garbage down in the morning because they don't really work that much at night when the garbage is already picked up. It's kind of a waste of money. Come on. 440, yes. So now to beat 500 residential buildings. Yeah, I picked a new server that I haven't played on simply because I like those little pop-ups for the achievements. Actually, I'm doing this series simply because me and Yuto was supposed to do a series last night, and I was the dummy that made the mistake of not hitting a record button, so it kind of ended prematurely. And he is out right now, and I'm ready to record, so I figured I'd go ahead and do something, but I didn't want to actually do the series we had planned. I'm waiting for him for that. And I've done this many times before, and I thought, let's do it. I've been asked several times if I would do it. Is it time for police yet? See, I didn't put this down quick enough, so it's already filling up. There's people in the waiting room, patients in the waiting room, so I'm spending more money by actually adding this stuff. Maybe I'll just add one at a time and put a sign, make it pretty. Not that it's really pretty. Oh. Well, you're gonna have to excuse me. My battery went dead on my mouse. Be right back. Well, that happens occasionally. Let's put another room, another ambulance. Let's see how the police is doing. Wow, it's doing well. It's probably about time for garbage. It is. Not picking up garbage will actually cause health issues as well. I'm going to have just enough room. Actually, I need to put education as well. The smarter your Sims are, the more likely they won't get sick, won't start fires, be better on crime. Let's leave. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, I want to slow it down just a little bit because I need to put industry. It'll still work. We're okay. Time has run out for this episode, but don't worry, I will release a new episode every day until the population reaches 1 million. Remember, subscribe to my channel.